The more you expose your life, your successes, failures, or even just the details of an ordinary day, the more people will try to pull you down, like unseen waves trying to extinguish the fire within you. That's simply the nature of the world, an inevitable force we cannot escape. But what if you chose to disappear, to step back into the shadows and allow your soul to quietly rebuild itself? Imagine the thrill of improving in secret, of sharpening your mind and strengthening your spirit, only to return one day transformed. So much so that the world is left in awe. And the irony? By then, you won't even care who's watching. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in Meditations, "Other people's opinions of you are not your truth. Don't let them dim the light within you." This journey isn't about running away. It's about mastering yourself, breaking free from the invisible chains of judgment and expectation. Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of great minds like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, will guide you through three essential stages: disappearing wisely, working in the shadows to transform yourself, and deciding whether to return or remain in the freedom of your inner world. If you've ever felt exhausted from the weight of criticism or longed to become a stronger version of yourself, this is your moment. Join me in this exploration, because in the darkness, you don't just disappear, you rise. Step 1. How to disappear wisely. Disappearing isn't about running away from the world. It's a wise art of protecting your inner fire from the cold winds of judgment and expectation. Stoicism teaches that in order to transform yourself, you must first take full ownership of what belongs to you, your thoughts, actions, and emotions, before the world has a chance to shake them. Let's explore 6 steps to disappearing wisely, where you'll lay the foundation for a powerful rebirth. 1. Control your words with caution. Imagine your words as the wind. If you let them blow freely without control, they can carry away your vulnerabilities, leaving them exposed for others to trample on. Stoicism advises you to close that door, sharing your life only with those who genuinely want to see you succeed, your most trusted partner, and no one else. Epictetus in Discourses once said, "If someone argues with you, smile and let them keep their rightness, while you keep your freedom." Why? Because every word you speak is an opportunity for others to judge you, to drag you into unnecessary drama. Train yourself to catch your thoughts before they escape your lips. At first, it's difficult. After all, sharing is a survival instinct. But over time, you will become a mystery, a quiet lighthouse standing firm in the storm. This practice not only shields you from negativity, but also helps you focus on your inner journey, the place where you truly belong. 2. Judge yourself in the court of your own mind. Have you ever felt like you're living for the approval of others, doing one thing to earn praise, avoiding another to escape criticism? Stoicism teaches that this is like handing strangers the strings to control you like a puppet. Instead, build your own internal court, where you are the sole judge of your actions. Seneca, in Letters from a Stoic, once wrote, "Happiness does not come from the outside, but from within." So why care about the opinions of people who don't even understand you? They don't stay up late worrying about your dreams. They don't sweat for your success. Ask yourself daily, am I proud of who I was today? Did I stay true to my values? Over time, you will cut the invisible strings that tie you down and become the true master of your life, untouched by the noise of the outside world. This is how you build inner strength, a solid foundation for transformation. 3. Guard your plans like a precious seed. Think of your plans as a rare seed. If you scatter them into the wind, they might be blown away or eaten by birds before they ever take root. Stoicism teaches you to shield them, to guard them like a treasure, sharing only when necessary and only with those who truly deserve your trust. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, once said, "Concern yourself only with what you can control." Why? Because every time you reveal your plans, you give others a chance to judge, doubt, or even sabotage your motivation. If you need guidance, seek out experts, share the bare minimum, then retreat into the shadows. This not only protects your dreams, but also trains you in patience and self-reliance, allowing you to cultivate them on your own. Accepting that you cannot control how others react is the first step in mastering yourself on the path of strategic disappearance. 4. Conceal your progress, like a silent stream. When you start seeing results, maybe a sculpted physique after months of training, a new skill honed through countless hours of practice, or financial stability built from tough decisions, the urge to show off is natural. But Stoicism teaches that your progress is like a stream. If it flows too loudly in front of others, it loses its hidden power. Seneca, in Letters from a Stoic, once said, "Silent success is lasting success." Why? Because showing off can lead to arrogance, causing you to stall midway, or worse, invite envy and distractions that break your focus. Instead, channel that energy into pushing further, turning each milestone into fuel for your next breakthrough. Patience in silence will take you to heights no one expects, because you chose to master your journey, not just impress the crowd. 5. Embrace pain like a silent forge. Disappearing isn't easy. You'll face exhaustion, failure, and silent tears in the dark. Stoicism calls this the forge, where you temper yourself into steel. When you feel the urge to vent to friends about a bad day at work or seek comfort from family after a setback, pause. Seneca, in Letters from a Stoic, once said, "What are we if not the sum of what we have endured?" Why? Because every tear shed in silence, every wound you heal on your own, builds character and strength. Scream into the wind, cry in the dark, and let the pain lift you higher. This is how you disappear to become something greater, untouched by the noise of the world. 6. Face doubt like breaking through the fog. When you disappear, there will be days when doubt creeps in. Am I on the right path? Am I truly making progress after months of silence? Or maybe others will ask, why don't you share anything anymore? Are you okay? These doubts are like a thick fog, obscuring the inner light that guides you. Stoicism teaches that doubt is natural, but you can overcome it through self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, wrote, "Do not let your mind be troubled by things beyond your control. Let them go." Why? Because self-doubt often comes from a lack of external validation. But when you no longer rely on the applause of others, your mind finds a way to challenge itself, pushing you forward in silence. Doubt from others, whether it's friends checking in or colleagues questioning your silence, is merely an echo of their lack of understanding about your journey. Ask yourself, am I staying true to my values? Am I remaining steadfast in my goals? If the answer is yes, keep moving forward. If others doubt you, just smile. They don't understand the path you're on, and you don't need their approval. Once you push through the fog, the sunlight of your determination will shine again, keeping you free from frustration and unaffected by meaningless noise. Step 2. Transforming yourself in the shadows. Once you've wisely disappeared, the darkness is no longer a place of escape. It becomes the forge where you transform yourself. Stoicism teaches that acting in silence is how you sharpen your soul, turning challenges into radiant wings. Imagine yourself as a butterfly. Within the darkness of the cocoon, you struggle, pushing through its rigid walls. But it's that very struggle that strengthens you, preparing you to emerge with vibrant wings, ready to soar. The next 3 steps will guide you through this process, where you don't just disappear, but rebirth yourself stronger than ever before. 1. Set clear goals. Like a silent seed. Think of your goal as a silent seed. You know it's growing in the dark, but no one else can see it. Stoicism teaches you to define exactly what you want to transform. Whether it's a stronger body after months of training, a thriving business born from a small idea, or a peaceful mind after enduring chaos. Epictetus, in Discourses, once said, "Focus on what you can do." Why? Because a clear goal is the lifeline that guides you through the darkness, keeping you from losing your way when there's no external validation. Write it down. Keep it somewhere only you can see. Let it quietly take root in the soil of your discipline. This practice builds resilience, an essential trait for rising, even when no one is watching. And one day, that seed will bloom into a stronger, more radiant version of you. 2. Dedicate your life to rising like an eternal flame. Once you have a goal, make every day an eternal flame that fuels your journey. Stoicism teaches that discipline and willpower are the keys. Create a detailed plan, set aside hours each day to make progress, take courses to master new skills, and live with the awareness that this is your one shot. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, wrote, "Each day is an opportunity to live true to yourself." Why? Because every intentional action, moving closer to the gym to make workouts easier, setting aside weekends to review your progress, is how you turn the darkness into a forge, burning away old limitations. Maybe you wake up at 5 a.m. to run or skip parties to take an extra class. This dedication not only brings you closer to your goal, but also builds the confidence to face any challenge. Let that fire guide you through the dark, brighter than ever before. 3. Reprogram your mind like planting seeds in a secret garden. Transformation is never easy. You'll face pain, doubt, and loneliness in the dark. But Stoicism teaches you to embrace it, to turn it into a secret garden where you plant the seeds of happiness. Seneca, in Letters from a Stoic, once said, "Embracing adversity is the first step to greatness." Why? Because when you accept and find joy in perseverance, whether it's sweat dripping from hours of training or tears falling after a business setback, you're reprogramming your mind, turning pain into fuel. At first, it may feel unfamiliar, not seeking comfort or validation from others. But over time, you'll realize the darkness is where your butterfly wings are formed. Think about the times you wanted to quit, when your body ached after the first week of training, or when your startup got rejected for a contract. Instead of giving up, you chose to rise. That's when you plant the seeds of happiness in your secret garden, ready to bloom when the time is right. Step 3. Re-emerge in the blinding light of transformation, or find peace in inner freedom. After disappearing wisely and working in the shadows to reinvent yourself, a defining moment will come. Will you step back into the world, shining in the blinding light of transformation? Or will you continue to live in quiet serenity, free within yourself? Stoicism teaches that true freedom doesn't depend on the outside world. It lies in how you choose to live. Imagine yourself as an unpolished gem. The darkness has shaped and refined you. Now you can either radiate brilliantly for the world to see or keep that light for yourself, embracing the quiet strength of your transformation. When you reach the end of your journey, whether it's a stronger body after months of training, a business that finally turns a profit, or a mind that has found peace, the urge to step forward and showcase your results is natural. Stoicism doesn't forbid this, but it encourages careful consideration. Epictetus, in Discourses, once said, "Freedom is living as you wish. If you choose to re-emerge, do so with quiet confidence, like the sun breaking through after a storm. No need to shout, yet powerful enough to leave others in awe." Why? Because true transformation doesn't need validation. It already exists within you. But if you choose to remain in the shadows, you will find a deep and unshakable peace, where your inner light shines untarnished, untouched by the passing clouds of judgment. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, once wrote, "Peace is in your hands, take hold of it." Why does living in the shadows bring freedom? Because you no longer depend on the approval of others. Think about those who once doubted you. They may be surprised by your transformation, but you've learned that their opinions do not define you. Seneca, in Letters from a Stoic, advised, "Happiness is living with yourself without needing the world's gaze." If you choose to re-emerge, do it for your own joy, not to prove anything. If you choose to stay, let the darkness become your home, a place where you continue refining the gem within you. Either way, you will no longer be troubled or angered because you have claimed ownership of your own light. You've been on an incredible journey, disappearing wisely, working in the shadows to reinvent yourself, and choosing whether to step back into the light or embrace the quiet freedom of inner peace. Imagine yourself as a butterfly, struggling out of the tight cocoon of your past, only to emerge in full bloom, your wings painted with the vibrant colors of transformation. Stoicism teaches that this journey isn't just about outward change, it's about mastering your inner light. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, once wrote, "Peace is in your hands, take hold of it." Are you ready to disappear and be reborn? Try taking a small step. Keep a goal to yourself or dedicate a day to disciplined living. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which step inspired you the most? Share in the comments and I'll read every word. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Stoic Brim so you won't miss the deep Stoic lessons coming up. Together, we'll keep evolving. Let your wings shine bright